Muy buenas, soy Sigiloco Games, estamos aquí en el The Witcher 3. Estamos aquí en Belén todavía seguimos en Belén. Bueno, vamos a mostrarles un mapa un poquito más de lo que he ido realizando. Bueno, he hecho poca cosa en realidad. He ido descubriendo ciertas cosillas por aquí. Pueden ver, tengo más lugares a donde poder ir. Cosillas por aquí y por acá. Hemos recogido algunas cosillas, pero nada muy importante en realidad. Y bueno, vamos a hacer ahora misiones de estas de aquí, que hay aquí esparcidas por aquí, todas así random, que nos aparecen por ahí. Por ejemplo esta de aquí, y bueno, aquí hay unas dos que también quiero ver qué son. Aquí también hay otra. Vamos a ver si tenemos el nivel suficiente para realizar esas misiones. Vamos ahí. Pigmento, aquí tenemos uno.
Nahal in his eye. Ought to use it.
Y aquí tenemos una cosita de estas. Y aquí hay una misión. Vamos a ver qué dice.
What are you doing here?
What? The sun flying from the moon? We're making offerings to the All God, clearly.
You too can seek his aid. That's if you got fitting offerings. He scorned ours, then cursed the old village.
The All-God, you call him. First I've heard. Is some new deity?
Nay, 'tis ancient, revered by our forefathers. They say it were like this. Roslav of Oriton came here to gather brushwood. And suddenly, for no reason, a bush burst into flame. Then, Roslav heard a voice from the ground, demanding offerings and obedience.
We've been coming here since then, bearing gifts, in exchange for which the All God watches over us, keeps us from evil.
Mm-hmm. Plain to see that. So, what's wrong with your offerings?
You needn't mock us, you can see right well we brought scraps. Before the war, I wouldn't give this such to me hounds. But what can we do? Such are the times.
And they're like to get worse. All God said if he don't get a rafter of bacon and a barrel of beer at least, the rivers will fill up with frogs and locusts or some such will devour the harvest.
I could intercede on your behalf with this All-God of yours. Got a feeling we'd come to an understanding.
Well, I suppose it can't hurt to try. To speak with him, you've to stand before the altar and cry out, "All God, help a poor wretch in need." Who knows, he might just listen to a foreigner.
Muy bien. Vamos a ver qué tenemos aquí. A ver, el buen sujeto está aquí. Justo aquí.
What? Who dares disturb my divine being?
Geralt of Rivia. Pleasure. Expected the All-God to be corporeal in form, but never thought he'd be corpulent. Fattened up nicely at those peasants' expense.
Expense? Expense? Not a word about the help I give in return. Blessings, absolutions, enlightened advice. Believe me, these folks need all of it. I'd watch over them still if they fulfilled their end. But lately they offer these pathetic scraps.
That they steal from the mouths of their children, and to make matters worse, you cast a curse on them.
And I'll not lift it till they bring me worthy offerings. I'm to settle for curds and whey? Not a chance. And you can tell them that.
Been in this hole long?
For a century or so. One winter I found shelter here. Built a fire so large the flames leapt through the crack. Lit the bushes above. I coughed from the smoke. And suddenly heard a peasant. A voice out of nowhere, he called. A miracle. Thus, I became a god.
Parasite, more like.
Maybe so. But what of Freya and Melitele then, demanding prayers and offerings, giving naught in return. I talk at least.
Listen here, lard ass. You're gonna be satisfied with what you get, or I'll feed you to the ravens.
Plowing reformers. No, fine, fine. I'll sup more modestly. But just till the end of the war, not one day longer.
Muy bien. Cosillas por aquí. Así hay que ir recogiendo todo. Vamos para acá. Demonios. Ok, vámonos.
Anything new?
Talk to your old god, face to face.
And will he show us mercy?
He will. Promise to be pleased with whatever you bring.
I told you the All God's merciful, understanding. Thanks, Witcher.
Oh, one last thing. Did you know there's a crypt beneath this hill? Might want to take a look sometime. Architecture's fascinating.
Muy bien. Eso no me da mucha experiencia debido a que ya estoy bastante arriba de este nivel. Vamos a ver acá, vamos a ver esta misión de aquí. Pero si me dan un poquito de dinero, así que por ahí vamos bien. Vamos para acá.
Ese yonder.
Vamos aquí.
And Medetta. The Emperor shall guide us straight to Novigrad.
Well,
I have come from far away. To seek my son. He served in the Nazari cavalry. I must find him. I simply must.
I'm not one of your soldiers.
This is good. Our army refused to help. Yet help is what I need. So much so, I will ask a rock troll if required.
Interesting train of thought, ma'am. Why'd you decide to look for your son now?
He wrote letters. To me, to his fiancée, regularly. They would come in the post each week. And suddenly, they stopped. This was unlike him. Something had happened, I knew.
His brothers in arms tell you anything?
Some will not speak at all. Others lie. This quartermaster, for instance. He told me Herodoberth, my son, left the camp to scout and did not return.
Why is that unlikely?
He serves in the light cavalry, Nazari brigade. My son was no scout. I require someone's help to find Herodoberth, or his body. Coin is no object.
What's your son look like?
Unlike others, easily distinguished. In all Nilfgaard's army, I do not think there was another with his mane. The color of fire.
A red-haired Nilfgaardian?
His father hailed from Magturga. Folk have like complexions there. My son inherited this trait, and others, from his father. May I count on your help?
muy bien.
Do my best to help you.
You will not regret it. There is nothing I would not do for Herodoberth. Remember this.
I'll ask around, see if I can learn something.
My servant strove to do the same. He drank with the soldiery in the mess, but met no one from my son's company. It is as if it has ceased to exist. You must speak to the quartermaster. He is dismissive of me, but he will be more candid with you. I can feel it. A mother feels these things.
Guess we'll see.
Vamos a ver. No lo intento, estaba por acá. Me siento que sí un poco gripado. A ver.
Greetings, Quartermaster.
Honor and glory, Geralt. How can I help?
Ran into a woman, Nilfgaardian, who's looking for her son.
I knew this one was stubborn. I did not know she would hire a witcher.
Let's say a mother's tears moved me.
So you come to a murderer for help. I believed you the honorable sort.
Just want to help a Nilfgaardian woman.
And I do not wish to see you again, understood? I'm to reveal our troop movements to some Nordling.
Now focus, and tell me everything you know.
Yes, I will. Red-haired whelp, Nazeri cavalry. A short time ago, he and several of his company sought to desert. I ordered them pursued. We caught some in the swamp not far from here. Others managed to flee.
The men you caught, what happened to them?
We hanged them. Wartime rules. But I cannot say the red-haired boy was among them.
You're a Nilfgaardian officer. Expected you to be more conscientious.
If I had reported that any had fled, I would have had to pursue them. I've neither the time nor the resources, so I wrote that all are dead. Unlikely any survived long in the swamp.
See if I can't find them.
Muy bien.
Pam, param. Pam, pam, param. Pam, param.
Heard of the Vryhead Brigade? Your kind, sir.
Bienvenidos and kids.
A ver dónde está. Vamos a ver.
Let's go!
Deserters tried to flee on horseback. Were caught here, looks like. Fled into the swamp.
A ver. Es un ghoul.
Damn, you're ugly.
Acá. Tranquilizados, muchachos.
Tried to run, but got stuck in the bog. Great target for an arbalist. Black hair. Not who I'm looking for. Red hair. Probably him. Need to find something else to know for sure. Red hair. Probably him. Need to find something else to know for sure. Letter to his mother. Least I can do is get it to her. But that's it.
Muy bien. Ya tengo todo. Vámonos. Más para acá.
One false move and you will regret it.
All roads lead back.
My son, were you able to learn anything?
I was.
I wish to know the truth. Be it sweet, be it painful. I wish to know.
Your son is dead.
How did it happen?
He deserted. Was caught and hanged.
Lies!
Found him hanging next to others. Notice posted on the tree was clear.
I do not believe you. My son was no coward.
Believe what you will. Found a letter on him, addressed to you.
Mother, this may well be the last time I write. In all my letters I have lied. Forgive me. I am no hero. I take no pleasure in killing Nordlings. This place is a nightmare. I have borne it until now. I can bear it no longer. Not long past, they ordered us to murder prisoners. Do you know what this means? To kill defenseless men. I must flee this place. Oh, my darling child. Forever. You have found him for me. Your payment. Take it.
Muy bien.
Here, watch out.
Bueno, estas misiones sí son así algunas, sin mucho cuento. A ver, vamos acá.
Looks like rain.
Vamos al fuerte este de acá. No, ¿dónde está el fuerte? Aquí, fuerte Águila Blanca, aquí está.
Great barrels and house for you mans! Here, Redania Camp Army! No cross, no boat steal!
Redanian army? Where are you hiding them?
In here! Me! No see mans? Join me, King Rabotid Army! Order got guard boats is.
Boats are in pretty bad shape.
Me guard boats, Red say. But no wood for to make a fence. Their boats, aye. So me fence make a boats. Boats guard boats.
There we go.
Why'd you join the army? Someone recruit you?
Crude? No crude. Come good soldier mans. Say chargy man wants boats. Peasanters, they steals peasanters' boats. Puzzler trollololo? Dunno.
Think I do. Redanians seized some peasants' boats. Thought the peasants might try to take them back. What happened next?
Chargy man go. Soldier mans drink and sing. Lot sing. Listen, troll. Buff. Come, peasanters, swing sharpie sticks. I help one army. Runner to runner. Holla, peasanters. Holla, soldier mans. Gentle. Move them apart. But all lie down. Soldier mans do. But order had me watch boats. And watch I. Trollololo soldier man now. Trollolo just sing too. You for sing you?
No thanks. Heard you earlier. But listen, where are the bodies? Don't see any.
Hungry go. Should no waste. Peasanters good food. Soldier man friends. Not so good big stew. Always good.
Guess I understand. Wartime rules?
Man's soldier man too?
No.
Tra-la-la-la. Makes man soldier man. Trollo, chargy man. Say, bring paint, and man brings paint.
Paint? What are we talking about?
Paint! Paint! Red colory, white colory, city gods, no city go. Tra-la-la. What's boats?
Just so happens I have some paint on me.
Oh! 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 Uh-oh.
What's the matter?
Has paid, but how? Dunno.
Might be a problem.
Man's how no? I order. Man's nose.
I guess I do. Depends what.
Birdo colory. Redania birdo. Shields like.
Guess I can give it a shot. Got a brush?
Beautiful. Pretty birdo.
Think so? As long as you're happy with it.
Man's good. Not like other mans take Jews. American and seed and virgin.
Completado esto. Estas las cositas. Puede que sean estas misiones. Están cositas. Agarramos el inventario. Aquí nada. Ok. La alquimia. Creo que nada, ¿verdad? No. Muy bien, vámonos. Vámonos para... ¿Dónde vamos? Vamos para acá. Aquí tenemos un par de misiones.
You going north, Master?
Why do you ask?
I thought you could see if anything's happened to our men. They've been gone a while.
Huh?
My reward. How do you want to figure it?
Oh, we thought that you're owed for your trouble.
Alright.
If that suits you, excellent.
Me click así.
What do you need?
Merchant caravan came through not long past. Hired some of our boys to guide him to the bridge. They were due back yesterday.
Fine. Keep my eyes open.
Me brother Tomil led him. Talk to him when you find them. Clever man. Not like the rest of them, eh?
Contrato el fantasma de ruta. Ese está por encima de nivel, así que no. No vamos a hacer esto. Ok, hay otra. Aquí hay otra misión, me parece que está aquí, sí. ¿Qué pasó?
We know each other?
Not personal like, though I've seen ye many times. I've a gift. I see the future. Yours as well.
But not for free, I guess.
I don't ask much, if you've a bite to eat.
Here.
Thank ye. A fine offering, well worth a foretelling.
All right, let's hear it.
I see a white wolf. He enters an endless cavern. He sings a hymn of madness and despair, summoning that which is not dead, for it cannot die.
That's not the future. Lived through that, and you probably heard about it in some ballad.
My third eye grows foggier the older I become. But if you bought me some dragon's root...
Rare plant.
Rare indeed. But it did once grow in a cave southeast of here.
Okay.
Fine. I'll see what I can do.
Vamos a encontrar esto. La verdad está en las estrellas. ¿Qué tan lejos está? Pregunta. Opa. Ah, está cerca. Vamos a hacernos de día. Muy bien. Y si mal no recuerdo, aquí también había una... No, creo que no. Interesante. ¿Qué tenemos aquí? Unos ghouls. Ok. Nivel 2.
Dragon's root. Wonder if it can really help the old man see the future.
Muy bien. Creo que aquí ya no hay nada más. Vámonos. Experiencia, ¿no? Vamos a ver qué dice.
Oh, you're back.
Okay.
Been having these visions long.
Since I were a tyke. Me mother took me to the village witch once. I fells into a cauldron full of some magic brew.
Seriously?
If I'm to tell it serious, 'twere as a youth that I got hit in the back of me head with a rock. Started seeing more than others.
Got what you asked for.
Thank ye. Now I need a moment. I see a wolf striving forward towards a solitary tower midst a blizzard. He follows the swallow, yet the swallow does not heed the wolf's howls, soaring higher and higher, for it knows 'tis its last flight. As to others say, so shall it be. Look for the signs. The world will perish amidst ice and be reborn with the new sun. Reborn of the elder blood, of any care, of a planted seed.
Ethleen's prophecy.
Leave me be. Go. Go now.
Muy bien. Misión ya completada. Ahora sí, vámonos aquí otra vez. Siguiente misión. Vamos para... A ver, ¿dónde hay otro? Por aquí... Por aquí no hay nada, por aquí no hay nada. Por aquí no hay nada. No que se me haya escapado por aquí. No. Bueno, vámonos a Cloudich, que está por acá. Para Karst, creo que era Karst. Quita, Karst. Que casten hay unos pequeños que hay que matarlos. Muy bien. ¿Vamos bien?
Winds howling.
Parece que aquí en esta aldea no hay nadie. Muy bien. No, no hay nadie. Vamos a ver si descanso aquí. Vámonos. Porque acá hay una misión. Justamente aquí.
Run, Roach.
You mean to patch a hen house?
My granddad
Vamos a ver por aquí. Vamos a volar, digo.
fetched enough to buy him a home.
Stop chattering and help.
Greetings.
What is it?
Don't mind him. Sit with us.
You're most welcome to. Though be warned, we're in the middle of some serious studying, as our learned companion calls it.
Thanks. Be happy to join you.
What do they call you?
I'm Geralt of Rivia. I'm a witcher.
They call me Rufus, and this here learned fellow is Theophile Maria Roscoe, and this is... sorry.
Manfred. I'm Manfred.
Exactly. Geralt. Heard that name before.
You frequent the fairs?
Nope.
You've confused him with Gerard, the stage artist who indeed attends fairs and breaks wind to the tune of popular melodies. To the delight of the crowds, I'd add. Our guest is none other than the White Wolf himself.
Well, my apologies. Aren't you the one that... You know, the rumours about Foltest's death?
No, wasn't me. Any news of the war, for instance?
They say the Black Ones will mount a new offensive soon to cross the Pontar. I bet diamonds to peanuts Radovid won't manage to repel this time.
Such a shame Henselt perished in Lormark. Blasted dragon slayer.
Right you are. With Henselt alive, Nilfgaard wouldn't have had it so easy in the east.
The Emperor's sure to take Novigrad soon. He'll seize the Temple Vault, the City Armada. The West will be all but his as well.
You know a lot for an ordinary merchant.
I do. What of it,
Just that it makes me like you even less. First you ask about the message I'm carrying. Now you say you're waiting for Nilfgaard to cross the Pontar. You better come with me. I know some people who'd want to talk to you.
You'll have to kill me first.
If needs must.
Relax. A misunderstanding. That's all this is.
Hold him, Witcher. I'll find a rope.
Ha! Not a chance!
Sorry, not about to get involved.
I'll fucking manage on my own! Stay in formation! I'll avenge you! One Nilfgaardian mole less.
Can't actually know he was a spy.
Oh, he was. I know him on sight. Seen my share. On your way now, you're no use to us. Fucking neutrality. Fatherland needs to be defended. Choked to death on 3 pounds of steel.
Muy bien.
Ah, had it right. Purse full of Nilfgaardian florins.
No tenía razón de meterme ahí. Solo era una plena conversación, nada más. Bueno. Vamos a ver qué hay por acá. A ver, estamos aquí. Vamos a Karsten otra vez. Y vamos acá. Y ese será el último que hagamos de estas misiones. Y nos envolveremos en la misión principal. Aquí sigue sin haber nadie. Venga, vamos por acá. Al cruce, y aquí hay un campamento de bandidos. ¿Qué me dices tú? A ver. A ver. Campamento de bandidos. No me digas que son los Coyatel. No saquear esto. Ok. Muy bien. Vamos para acá. ¿Qué tenemos aquí?
What's the matter?
Woodland spook done took me mare the other night, and there I were, so content the war had spared her.
A woodland spook?
Aye, as me forefathers told it. Comes at midnight, sprinkles blood on your threshold so as none'll wake, and then it steals. Would you search out me mare for me? Chat with the wood dweller, perchance he'll give her back.
Horses disappear around here often?
Nay, sir. Not many horses at all these days. Soldiers took all that didn't die. But me neighbour had a steed. Then 2 nights passed, whoosh! Spook took him. Times passed, 'twere maybe a cow getting milked at night or a hen nipped here or there. But now,
Interesting. How much will you give me if I find your horse?
give ye a 5th of vodka. Sound all right?
It'd sound fine if you changed that 5th to 5, then added jugs at the end, then offered me the equivalent in crowns.
Well, fine. Have it your way. Just bring her back. She's a grey mare, mind you. None too large.
Even spooks leave tracks. Let me look around, see if I can find some.
Muy bien. Vamos a ver. Aquí tenemos huellas. Ok. Vamos a poner acción. Y creo que estamos cerca. Un escoyatel.
No closer. Nothing here for you, Vatgern.
Need that many horses? Your light brigade planning to charge straight into Radovid's camp?
We need them to transport the wounded.
Uh-huh. Local peasants must have charged you a bundle for them.
If we could afford to purchase horses, we would not be starving.
Gotta take one of the horses back to its owner.
You sound certain, but should you be? What now? Will you kill what remains of our unit for one old nag?
You'll give it to me, willingly.
Take one horse. That I'll allow. If you've a contract on our lives, you need only wait. We shall die on our own soon.
Ahora, ¿cuál caballo es?
I'm watching you.
Una yegua, un caballo, caballo. Creo que es esta. Vámonos. Me gusta más esta.
But which mare is it? Maybe it won't matter.
Let's go.
A ver. Tengo que dejarle aquí. Realmente.
Hey there.
What say you, sir?
This your mare?
Nay, not at all. She were grey, I told you, and twice as old, legs as crooked as me dead wife's. Suppose I got to pay you more for this young'un, but oh well.
Thanks. So long.
Muy bien. Pues ya está. Veamos. Por aquí no hay nada, por aquí no hay nada. Tenemos la misión principal, que es esta. Bueno, tenemos aquí unas misiones, pero antes de eso vamos a hacer una misión del brujo. Esta aquí, que prácticamente es una misión bastante de muy bajo nivel, que está aquí. ¿Qué pasó? ¿Qué pasó? Vamos al árbol del horcado. Un pequeño bajón ahí, no sé por qué. A ver, demonios. Se pone justo en el... Ok. Bueno. Más rápido ir corriendo. Vamos acá. Vamos acá. Salta.
Run, Roach.
Oh, you're fucked.
Move it.
Vamos. Quitando el guardia. Porque no puedo hablar con este.
Huh?
Listo.
What do you want?
Hear about the notice. Got monster trouble?
Trouble? Good one. We're not having trouble. We're up shit fucking creek. Some shaggy fuck knows what sitting in the woods attacking every plough and transport that dares take the high road. When he out of bolts, arrows, rations, all around, fucked. Sent a patrol out. Blokes never came back. So the job's simple. Bring me the fucker's head, and I'll give you gold. As much as the notice says. I'm not gonna haggle. Quartermaster won't budge. But I can throw in a pass that'll get you across the Pontar. So, deal?
Sounds fair. See what I can do.
Muy bien. Y esta es la forma donde conseguimos el pase. El pase legal. Haciendo esta misión. Que bueno, es una misioncilla ya de nivel bajo. Y que me acuerdo que era aquí.
Monster tracks.
Pero esta no es. Es por acá. Ese es del lema desaparecido, así que... ¿Qué tan lejos está? Pues sí está un poquillo lejos. Hay una casita. Aquí hay una misión.
What now, you piece of filth?
Ok.
Roasted a dog. Must have been pretty darn hungry.
Come out. I'm not gonna hurt you.
When did you last eat?
A week back. half a charred squirrel, and a handful of berries.
Here, be sure to share it with the others.
Thank you. Here, for you. For your kindness.
Muy bien. Una milloncilla de camino. Piel de la bestia. Vamos para acá.
Kill the monster. All of it.
Bueno, ¿qué es por aquí? ¿Qué es eso? Un arbulto, ok. No me hace nada estos.
Clawed and gnawed. Necrophages fed here, but all the wounds they inflicted are post-mortem. Looted bare. Either someone stole the cargo after the monster attack, or our monster collects military paraphernalia. Look like claw marks, but here, an arrow. Shaft's broken off right at the skin. Footprints. A survivor? Either that or the monster's a humanoid. Something's fishy here. I should follow these tracks.
Muy bien. Vamos por acá.
Might want to look around some.
Vamos a volver aquí.
One step more and you'll gain a new hole in your head, Dwan. What do you seek here? Speak!
Set your weapon aside. You've killed enough humans already.
No. No, I have not. At least one more must die. Etme!
Quieto, muchacho.
Not bad.
Demasiado. Pues ya está. Bueno, si es que no peleamos, prácticamente nos quitan todas las armas. Y al final tenemos que luchar sin armas, así que eso no es bueno. Así que de ley que sea así. No hay de otra. Es la mejor opción. Muy bien, vamos a seguir viendo. Muy bien, gracias. Vamos acá.
Isn't easy, not at all.
Got a lump of bread today.
Muy bien.
You're back, finally. Did you get the beast?
No beast to speak of in the woods. Just elves from a Squoyet's hellband that attacked the convoys. Here, they're squirrel tails.
Scoia'tael, you say? And I thought we'd exterminated the last of those vermin, and the non-humans left had wised up. Well, seems we'll need to pacify them again. Make a list of all the long ears around, and hang every 10th one. That should do it.
Yeah, definitely.
I see you would have a mind on this. You're a good man. Here, the gold I promised you, and the pass. Good luck.
Bien. Carta de salvoconducto.
Keep that up. Crack your skull.
Y bueno, creo que aquí podía vender cositas. Creo que sí, me parece que había aquí un vendedor. ¿O no? Pues no.
Come through. Fuck.
Muy bien. Yo creo que ya podemos irnos a la siguiente misión. A ver, ¿qué tenemos? Creo que podemos hacer esta, ¿no? Pero creo que eso vamos a dejar para la siguiente. Que estamos alejando mucho. A ver, tenemos aquí derivado de lácteos, tirando del hilo. Creo que estas no. Que te brujo. Todas están encima de nivel, así que nada. Aquí ya he conseguido algunas cosillas. Yo creo que ya es hora de estos bailares. Vamos aquí, estos bailares. Tenemos que hacer un viaje rápido. Vamos para acá.
Come through.
Stay out of my way.
Muy bien.
Perchance the vermin will stay in the castle with the bird.
Vamos a quedar con el conjurador ese.
Hey, anybody home? Open up, it's safe now.
Devils, who do they bring? What seek ye?
I need your help.
Oh, a man, nay, a wolf, grey, though not old. 'Tis he the Peller awaits.
You were expecting me.
Aye, as the bones declared I should. They shall come whose stench is rape and death, but the wolf shall disperse them, the white wolf. And thus he comes. Omens never lie.
Recognize this? Made of spruce wood, strong smell of juniper, designed to protect someone.
Freshly cut spruce sprinkled with goat's blood, then tempered with an incense of earth, smoke and juniper. For Anna, to protect her.
You make the amulet?
Aye, sure 'twas the Peller. After the way of his forefathers, over still water in the light of a full moon. Proper as amulets go. It protected well. Should never have taken it off.
So, designed to protect her. From what?
Oh, the dear. Besieged she was, evil all around, wanting to possess her.
Old magic born of oblivion, from dark sources emerged.
Old magic? Can you be more specific?
'Tis not for mouth speech, nor for the touch. A small protective charm, not a thing more Apella could do.
Anna and her daughter are missing. Know where they are?
Nay, nay. Pella don't know. But the spirits could know. The Pella will augur, the spirits ask.
Spirits? Great. Fine with me. Long as I know where to look, where to find them.
Lost, must be found. Princess! None better than Princess for finding things.
Princess? Which princess?
Princess, my goat! She's fled.
Those men must have scared her off. Can we get back to the auguring?
Without the goat, impossible. No goat, won't work.
Will you help me if I bring the goat back?
Princess, where have you got to, girl?
Fine. I'll get your goat.
The bell. The little bell's ringing. She loves it. Ring, ring, and she will follow. But for a while. But beware of wild strawberries. Raspberries, too.
Yeah, treacherous as beasts go. I always keep an eye out for them.
Muy bien. Vamos a buscar esta pequeña.
This way, I think.
Ahí está.
There you are. Come on, let's go see the Peller. Come on, damn it. Should have guessed as much. What's a witcher compared to a patch of wild strawberries? This way, Your Grace. Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
Back up.
Where the hell did you go?
Ahora aquí tenemos que... Acá, maldición.
Bear! Run, you stupid piece of shit!
Acá. A ver. Hinchosa. Ya está. Ahora sí. Ven acá.
Do I really have to keep ringing this bell for you to follow?
Acá. Acá. Así es.
You're no roach, but I bet we could be friends in time. You've got that all-important quality every roach has to have. You don't talk much.
Me.
Princess, flee not from the Pella, for there are wolves about. Goat of mine, dearest, sweetest goat.
Happy for you, but I'm kinda in a hurry. Anna and Tamara, He might be in danger.
The White Wolf helped the Peller, and so the Peller shall help him. Blood. We need blood. A living being.
Fine. Be right back. Will this do?
They are not here. There is God. Blood. I see blood.
Whose?
No Anna. No Tamara. Just a child.
A child that lives not, yet did not die.
It's over? Is that it?
That is it.
Spirits had nothing more to say? Like where they went or where they are now?
You came for an augury, and augur I did. They're gone. The child remains.
Mentioned a child. Whose?
Why, Anna's.
Anna was pregnant?
She was. And she miscarried.
Baron didn't mention it.
Afraid, perhaps. Or ashamed, or forgetful. Or perhaps he had no wish to remember.
Anna tell you all this? Did she come here after it happened?
Nay, not Anna. 'Twas the omens told me.
Great, so I can be sure it's true.
The omens need not your faith to be true. It is you who needs the omens to lead you to truth.
The Baron have anything to do with his wife's miscarriage?
Foul-tempered he is, and he's a fondness for hooch.
No doubt makes his temper even fouler. Did he abuse his family? Anna came to you, you must have noticed something.
The Peller's old, near blind, but Princess came and licked her hand.
So what?
She's a wise beast. Only comes to those who suffer.
What happened to the child?
In a grave thrown. Without rite or ceremony, it awoke. Now it wanders. It seeks vengeance.
A botchling.
White Wolf. Wise Wolf. Catch the botchling. The botchling will help. Lead the wolf to the loved ones.
Botchlings suck the blood of pregnant women and eat their fetuses. They don't help.
'Tis a being cursed, and witches lift curses. If the White Wolf can't lift it, he should bring me its blood. Blood will always find kindred blood.
Heard of one witcher who lifted a botchling's curse. Never tried it myself, though. I know you need to bury it under the threshold.
And give it a name. Perform the Aim Roin.
The ritual of naming? That's an elven custom.
Human, elven, dwarven, ancient. Spirits have no race. They honor not its meaning. Win a spirit's favor, and the spirit shall aid you. Ask, and it will answer. Seek, and it will show you the way.
Why do you want its blood?
Blood, blood, blood. It binds men for all ages, the living and the dead.
Sure, but what do you want to do with it?
At times, a century is too short for two brothers to reconcile. One dies before things are set right. The other then brings his blood to the Peller.
And what does the Peller do?
He awaits Forefather's Eve. He mixes the blood with milk, herbs, and hen's feet. He drinks to reconcile the dead with the living. There shall be no Forefather's Eve this year, but we'll find a way, all the same.
Whatever I do, I gotta find the botchling first.
Seek it at midnight, near the grave that lies empty.
If what you say is true, the Baron ought to know where that grave is.
Muy bien. Vamos a leer el bestiario. Y creo que es esto, eran malditos si no estoy mal. Aquí está. Malogrados. Esto, Axia y malditos. Muy bien. Y este configurador.
Wise wolf. What is it the wolf needs?
También nos vende
Could use a
cositas.
few potion ingredients. Show me what you got.
Este güey tiene... Tampoco tiene, mira. Y pensé que sí iba a tener. Pensé que tenía esa hierba del bisonte. Pero al parecer tampoco tiene. Creo que nadie tenga esa cosa del bisonte. Pero bueno. No le demos más vuelta. Y sigamos.
So long.
Vamos aquí a Pecha de Cuervo. Porque necesito hablar con el varón este.
Run! Leg it!
Lightning strike.
Parece que la cosa se está quemando por ahí.
People! Castle's on fire!
Gelt.
People!
Thanks for everything.
People! Killers!
Come closer. Don't be shy.
It's burning! Fire! Run!
Mira que hay que prepararse.
Drunk old fool tottering about again. Don't calm him down.
Oswin! Where's Oswin? Anyone seen him?
Believe I saw him heading to the stable.
What?
Fire. You blind? Nobody willing to put it out?
Ain't that simple. Most are afraid. Baron flies into a rage. He takes no prisoners.
My brother's in the stable! We've got to save him! He'll burn alive! Him and the horses!
See what I can do.
Hurry now! Quick!
Muy bien. Aquí.
Damn it. Lots of smoke. Gotta hurry.
Over here! Can't get out! Roof's collapsed!
Coming to get you.
Door! Open the door!
La concha de maíz. ¿Cómo era? Aquí.
We've a hero in our midst. You've earned yourself a barrel of Lyrian.
I know your wife miscarried. Was that before or after you beat her to a pulp?
What the fuck are you suggesting?
Don't play me for a fool. You'd been beating them for years. Finally, they'd had enough and fled. Sound about right?
Ah!
Alright.
Fucking get over here!
They ran from you, didn't they?
Lying prick!
Ven acá.
We need to talk. Sit down. You beat them.
I never laid a finger on Tamara. Not once.
And on Anna?
That's another story. She always knew how to spark my ire.
Expect me to believe you were a loving father to Tamara after that scene in the courtyard?
You're free to believe whatever you wish, but she was always the apple of my eye. She had the run of the place, ask anyone. She'd ride the horses, hunt with the men, at times join them on their rounds. And they'd send for her when I flew into a rage, for only she could calm me.
Make it sound like she led a charmed life. If that's the case, why'd she run?
I'd hardly need you if I knew.
Your wife? How'd she make you angry? Too much salt in the soup? Socks never darned?
20 years we've known each other. She's seen me drunk and sober. She was there to greet me when I returned the victor. She was there to patch me up in defeat. Like no other, she knew where to press, where to pinch, so it would hurt.
You beat her? For that? For criticizing you?
Oh, Witcher, you haven't a clue, have you? Well, perhaps I shall tell you about it one day. One day, but not today.
You knew they had run away from the start.
Yes, I knew.
Why didn't you tell me? Wasted my time.
Say I had. Say I'd said I had troubles. Couldn't control my wife, my daughter. What kind of flaccid prick would you take me for?
Tell me everything you remember about the day they fled. The truth this time.
I'd been soaking myself 3 days straight. Anna came to me, said they were leaving. I begged them to stay. She refused to hear it. I tried to stop her. She wriggled like an eel. We struggled. She fell. Last blasted thing I remember. Woke up in the morn, breeches heavy with my own piss. A large bump on my head. Sadly, they were gone. Know what that's like, Witcher? No. How the fuck could you? I was left with nothing. Nothing! Only the bottle.
Tamara present for all this? She see you quarrel?
Through the doorway, perhaps. She didn't enter the room. Shame, too. Things might have turned out differently. The sight of her always calmed me.
Signs of a fight in the room. Hole in the wall, wine all over the landing. Was that you?
Aye. We tussled. She tried to whack me on the noggin with a candlestick, but kept missing. Hit the wall and the pillar instead. I staggered backwards onto the table, spilled the wine, slipped and tumbled. Anna used that moment to flee. She rushed down the stairs, still clutching that damn candlestick. I caught her on the landing. We fell. I thought I had her. Then she turned and smacked me in the head. I blacked out. Don't know what happened next. When I came to, I was alone.
What happened next?
Next? it only got worse. I awoke at sunset, not knowing how many days had passed. Thought it was all a ploughing, drunken nightmare. And then I went to the bedchamber, but Anna was not there. Instead, there was blood everywhere. I knew she'd miscarried. My breath short, my throat locked. I neared the bed and saw it. It lay there, a tiny thing, defenseless, on bloodied sheets, dead. And it was my doing.
Maybe you're doing, maybe not. But that amulet she wore could be important. Or maybe the fact that she lost it. What did you do with the child?
What was I to do? Took it out and buried it.
Just like that?
Damn you! I gave no thought to a funeral. It was a horror. I wanted it to end. That child had been my dream. I told Anna, the little one, our little one, to make things right. Yet she died before she could be born. Understand, Witcher? My child was dead.
Get hold of yourself. Men like you, when they break down, look downright pathetic.
You're a heartless bastard.
Mutations worked then. But here's the good news. Your dead child might help us find the one who's still alive. And your wife.
What? How?
Sometimes miscarried fetuses, if they don't get a proper burial, turn into botchlings.
Into fucking what?
A cursed creature that draws strength from killing pregnant women. Once it's strong enough, it attacks those who scorned it.
But how does it know?
Blood ties. They're a strong bond. A bond I want to use to find your family.
How?
One of two ways. Legends claim you can bury a botchling under the family's threshold, perform a ritual and turn it into a lubberkin. That's a sort of, hob, a guardian spirit that could lead me to your family.
And the other way?
We kill it and draw some blood. Take that to the Peller and he does the rest.
Do not kill my child. It's suffered enough already. Lift the curse that it may finally rest in peace.
Whatever we do, we gotta find the botchling first.
I'll show you where I buried her, and I'll dig the grave at my threshold.
If it turns out we can't transform the botchling into a lubberkin, they can bury us in it. Handy either way. The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Then wait here with me. Near midnight, I'll take you to where I buried her.
Get word to the common folk. Ought to stay in their homes tonight and draw a line of salt outside their doors. And try to sober up.
Do I take a shovel to dig up the grave?
Take it. You'll need it, but not for that.
Muy bien.
A bit further. Follow me.
You give the child a name?
No. Why would we?
Mistake. Names are powerful seals.
Here's the spot.
Chose a lovely spot.
Damn it, will you relent? I'm ploughing now I've done wrong.
Good. The grave's dug up and empty.
What's that mean?
Botchling's on the prowl.
Look!
Demonios, ¿qué es eso?
Take it in your arms, quick.
And if it goes garrety, it'll bite us in the arse before we know it.
Keep screaming and it will turn rabid. It's calm for now.
Bloody hell. What happens when it gets plowing restless?
It'll bite through your jugular, and you'll bleed to death before I can help. Tell me if it starts wriggling. I'll calm it with magic. Pick it up. Take it in your arms.
Merciful gods!
Back to the fortress.
What's with this?
As I recall, you were the one wanted to test the old legends, change it into a lubberkin.
Oh, fuck.
Aquí aparecen unos pequeños indeseables también. Una axe aquí, por si acaso.
Bloody, not now.
Hungry specters. Watch them see track.
Do something! Pest, take me! It's riding something thin! Oh. Quiet now. But what do you want to do with it?
Me? Nothing. This is your job. Told you, gotta bury it under the threshold. If the tales are true, by tomorrow it'll be a lubberkin. From then on, it'll watch over your house and help me find your family. Need to hurry.
The wrong way to devours.
Punch. Acá.
Damn it.
Again, like a daft eel. I cannot hold it. It worked. It stopped.
Chosen a name?
No.
So think of one. It's important.
It's a girl. What would Anna have named her?
Ya está.
What now?
Repeat after me. By the powers of earth and sky.
By the powers of earth and sky.
By the world that was to be your home.
By the world that was to be your home.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
Forgive me, you who came, but who I did not embrace.
I name thee, say her name, and embrace thee as my daughter.
I name thee, Daya, and embrace thee as my daughter.
Good. Now bury the body.
What now?
In 1 day's time, Dea should turn into a lubberkin. I'll stay here and wait. You go home.
I'll wait with you.
Out of the question.
But that's my child. And the guilt, the responsibility for all this lies with me.
Time for parental impulses? It's long past. Besides, nothing else you can do here.
But...
No buts. Just Witcher's work left to do here. Gotta wait a day and a night for the botchling to turn into a lubberkin. That's it. Go home. And try not to drink yourself stupid again.
Bien. Invoca la doméstica.
By blood's power I summon you. With your name I beseech you. Hear my call and arise, Dea. Lead me to those bound to you by blood.
Muy bien. Hay que seguir esta buena... este mostrico.
No! Help! Fuck's on a lot of you.
Fucking shit!
Let me live. If it don't stop raining, my arse will rot off.
Claro, cómo no.
Sure wasn't lavender they kept in there. Horseshoe worth looking around, though. No way a pitch burner could afford a horse. A bracelet. One of them must have dropped it. Clothing. They change in here? Both were here. I'm going the right way. Wants to show me something more.
Bueno, hay que seguirlo. No hay que hacer nada más. ¿Cómo no? Muy bien. Tranquilos. Quémate. Muérete. ¿Y eso dónde apareció?
Damn.
Mucho. Y visito esto. Claro.
Necrophages had a field day. Still worth a closer look. Should examine that horse carcass. What do we have here? Bones have been here a while. Chewed on the saddle. Necrophages will eat anything these days. Giant claws. Wasn't a necrophage made these marks. Horseshoes missing. Is this the animal that lost one in the smokehouse? Head torn clear off. Takes incredible strength. Must have been attacked by a powerful beast. Surprised him. Hope they got away. Trail goes on. Good thing it doesn't end here. Damn, you're ugly.
Pinche lobo. Okay.
A fisherman's hut. Seems she wants me to take a closer look.
Who's that? Other room. Go on now.
What you seek here, sir? Our hut's out of the way. Woeful. We has nothing. We knows nothing.
Just need information. Looking for 2 women. The Bloody Baron's wife and daughter.
Not a soul have been here, sir.
Sure? Not even passing through? Daughter's medium height, about 20. Her mother's thin, about 40. Seen them?
That sir came at night, right, Mummy? Quiet, boy.
I want to help that woman. She could be in danger.
Young and seen no one, my lord. He's a kiddie. Must have dreamt it.
I want to hear this dream then. So, kid, who did you see? Who came here?
Pappy brought her at night. The lady does the medicines. She was all afeared. Talked about an awful monster. Said she had to go back. Dunno where to. Mummy and Pappy cheered her up. Gave her clothes. Hers were ragged.
Where'd the girl go? Your son said enough. No point in playing dumb anymore.
Sorry, sir, but you don't look like one of her father's men.
Because I'm not. I'm looking for Tamara and her mother. I need to know if they're alive and safe.
Tamara is, high. She's to my brother's place in Oxenford. But Mrs. Anna, that's another tale. Though anywhere's better than to Crow's Perch with a baron.
Why?
'Cause he beat her, sir. Beat Mrs. Anna, I means. Everyone knew, but not a one lifted a finger for to stop it.
What happened to Tamara's mother?
Twere like this. I was awaiting in the old smokehouse with horses. Cold as hell and so dark, couldn't see past 2 ells in front of you. Moon had risen high, and still they hadn't come. Began to fear some demon had snatched them. But finally they came forth, and we sets off towards the river. Suddenly, out of nowhere, a gale arose. Thought it'd tear my head off. And those damn birds, swarms of them coursing o'er the woods, raising a racket to make your ears bleed. Mrs. Anna screamed, bent over into herself. Tamara knelt down, gripped her arms. 'Twere then I saw it. fiery marks on her hands.
Why help them at all? You risked a lot.
I did that. Old Miss Tamara. 3 moons passed, a fever gripped my boy. We thought he was done for. Tamara learnt it. Brought food and salves. We're poorer than dirt itself. She saved my boy. No 2 ways about it. Me, myself, I'd have never dared to help. But my missus told me a time of war and contempt's come. A time of folk gone wrong. We needs to repay good with good. Who stands by idly does evil as if.
Married a wise woman.
Crying shame we couldn't save Mrs. Anna in the end.
Fine. What happened next?
Grew even darker. Seemed someone had put out the stars. Crickets all went silent of a sudden. And then, from the woods, a roar. Broke out in a cold sweat. And before I could catch my breath, a beast jumped out of the woods, big as a barn, with horns and 2 burning coals for eyes. I thought I was done for. Beast attacked Mrs. Anna's horse, ripped its head off, carried her off into the woods. Our horses, mine and Miss Tamara's, got spooked and tore off willy-nilly. 'Twere the only reason we escaped.
The miss wanted to go back for her mother, but my wife pleaded, said she'd die out there alone. Miss Tamara agreed not to go.
What marks?
They's, well, like burned on with hot iron. On the palms, inside.
Burned? Like a cattle brand?
Aye, though these wasn't black scars scabbed over. They's hot and glowing, as if they burned with raw fire.
Okay.
Thanks for your help.
The lady, she'll be all right in the end, won't she?
I'll do what I can to see that she is. So here our paths diverge. Thank you, Dea. Go in peace.
Uy. Vámonos a Oxenford. Estamos en viaje rápido, ¿dónde estamos? Vamos aquí a Valedillo. Está más cerca. Vamos a hacer un poquillo de día. Y vámonos a Oxenford.
Let's go!
I see. Used to be a wagon showed on market days, loaded with all kinds of fat, smoked bacon, lard, sausage.
Sent my young'uns to pick mushrooms yesterday.
To the woods? Alone?
Aquí tenemos a Valedillo. Acá está. Ahí está Ana.
Don't know who you're looking for, but you won't.
A ver qué cosa.
You'll choke to death on 3.
Oh, sí.
I'm looking for Tamara, the Bloody Baron's daughter. Your brother said I'd find her here.
Wojtek sent you, sir.
How else would I know she was here?
Wait a moment. I'll fetch her straight away.
you're looking for me, and who might you be? My father sent you?
Yeah, to see if you're still alive. And well. I'm Geralt of Rivia.
I'm quite alive and extraordinarily well, Geralt of Rivia. Better than I've ever been in this rotten life of mine, and now that you've seen me, I bid you farewell.
Wait.
We've nothing more to talk about.
Got every right to be angry at your father, but he's worried about you.
I have a right. Thank you kindly. So good to have the approval of his hired thug. And my father worries only about what to get soused on next.
You're right. Your father's a jackass.
Glad we agree. But in that case, why are you helping him?
Because he knows something about someone dear to me. Promised to tell me if I found you and your mother.
Got it. A bit of blackmail. Just his style. Well, now you've found me, you can tell him I'm alive and I'm never coming back.
Before I agreed to look for you, your father told me his version of events. Tell me yours.
Mine? It's dull as life amidst the swamps. My earliest memories are of a drunken father lying under the stairs, caked in mud and clutching a bottle. Next dozen years, pretty much the same. Father would drink, disappear for days, then come home in a rage and send furniture flying. Thank the gods for war. I was glad every time they sent him off. And the quarrels. I remember him screaming at Mum, the thuds as he beat her, then her sobbing. I'd hide under my bed and long for silence. That's the long and short of it. Multiply by 19 and there you have my life. Finally we'd had enough, Mum and me. He crossed the line and we fled.
I don't mean to pry, but I know your mother had a miscarriage.
His doing? He shoved her, she fell, that's how it started. We were alone, no one to help, blood everywhere. Worst night of my life.
Sorry. Must have been hard for you both.
Mum was in shock. She was raving that it was better this way, that she never wanted the child. Must have had a fever. She was losing blood the whole time.
She didn't want the child?
Said she'd sooner cut open her gut than bear another child from his seed.
Wojtek claims your mother had strange marks on her hands, and that a monster dragged her into the woods. That true?
We were riding towards the river. Suddenly, Mum cried out, bent over, almost fell off her horse. I rode up to her and saw something strange. Her hands were on fire. And then that creature leapt from the woods. I don't know what it was, but it roared so fierce my nose bled. I saw it topple trees. I've never been so scared in my life. And that thing grabbed my mum and disappeared into the woods. I wanted to turn back, go after them, but the horses panicked. Now I don't even know if she's alive.
What will you do now?
Find my mum.
You realize that might not be that easy.
Don't worry, I'm not daft enough to believe I can do it alone. I've got some new friends now. Powerful friends. They'll help me.
Who are these friends, if it's not a secret?
No secret. Heard of the Church of the Eternal Fire? A priest helped me contact the Redanian witch hunters. Righteous, brave men. They'll help me.
Hence the candlesticks in your room. So you believe in the eternal fire?
Once the heat of the fire has set your heart aflame, it gives you strength and leads you down the path of truth for the rest of your life. I hope it'll bless you with its warmth one day.
Thanks. Thing is, fire's tricky. It's easy to get burned. What about your father?
Who? Oh, him. I don't care. I won't go back to him. That bit of my life? Forgotten it already.
Well, well. A witcher. Never thought the Baron would stoop to hiring a monster slayer. Though I hear you're good at tracking things down.
Glad you know who I am. Haven't introduced yourself, though.
Graden, witch hunter in the service of His Royal Majesty Radovid of Redania. I'm certain you've heard of us.
Rings a bell.
If the bloody Baron sent you to fetch his daughter, you'd best face it. You will fail in your task.
I appreciate your concern, but I don't need it. As for Tamara, she can make her own decisions.
Noble of you. A killer for hire abandoning his bounty for the good of another. The hunters and the Church of the Eternal Fire thank you. So the Baron hired a witcher to find his daughter. Interesting.
Desperate fathers have been known to do a lot to find their daughters.
Unexpected from a witcher. I thought your mutations cleansed you of humanity. Stripped you of emotions.
You don't need mutations to strip men of their humanity. I've seen plenty of examples. Where are you gonna take her?
Tamara must rest. She's had a harrowing experience. When the warmth of the Eternal Fire has restored her strength, we shall see about finding her mother.
Hope you know what you're getting into.
I've never been more certain. The Eternal Fire is the best thing that could happen to me.
In that case, good luck.
Thank you for respecting my choice. Farewell.
Muy bien, hemos encontrado a Tamara. Con unos personajes no tan conseguido. A ver, esperen. Una cartica por aquí. Tíos no te revelen y carta misteriosa. Ok. Bueno, vamos a ver aquí. Vamos a ver como el varón. Tenemos más información. Vamos a ver pecho de perro. ¿A dónde fui? Demonios. No. Aquí no. Tengo que irme a... ¿Dónde? Acá. Muy bien.
Were it hard slaying that?
What my man's got, eh?
Come
Not half
closer,
bad.
don't be
Got him a
shy.
bucket of peelings
This
on the
very
way.
witch was only a freak of nature.
Who will protect us poor from the cutthroats? Who I am?
Ask a service of the Witcher, the Pella must. A witcherly service, that's to say.
What do you need? Tell me.
A man who fears no evil the Pella needs. Forefathers' Eve is nigh. We've rites to conduct. Wandering souls to emerge. Damned souls, too. We've the circle to protect from these wretches.
What'll I get out of it?
Witches do naught for free. This the Pella knows. Not to fear. How to reward one for their aid. This, too, the Pella knows.
Why hold the ritual at all?
At times, men die choking with regret. At times, death takes them before they've tasted any bitterness in life. These poor souls, unfulfilled, cannot leave this vale of tears. Their spirits wander midst the living, must be judged, sent on their way. This we do on Forefathers' Eve.
Wait.
Seems like you could use a witcher, so yeah, I'll help.
You'd not refuse, the Pella knew. The time's come to gather the folk. Across the lake we must journey, to Fyke Isle. There in the circle of stones we shall meet.
The sooner we resolve this, the better. Best do it tonight, at midnight.
Bien, nueva misión.
Remember me?
Stable hand pulled you out of the fire.
We'll never forget that. Here, I'm grateful.
Maravillas. Ok.
Oh, hey, watch it, you clod.
I'll tell you where the loot's at.
Hunger's turned this one pale.
Split the loot.
A ver, este güey está caro. Vamos a ver.
Witcher, a word, please.
What is it?
That night when the Baron ordered everyone to lock their doors, stay inside. What did you and the Baron do?
Gotta ask the Baron about that. Speaking of which, know where he is?
Garden. Spends a lot of time sitting there of late.
Drunk.
No. Don't drink, don't eat. Just sits.
Carta de amor.
There you are.
See the hollyhock there? The violet blooms. Brought the plants here from Nazaire. Anna had read some story. Insisted on having them. Spent hours tending to them, trimming, pruning. She was so content at that. And them, the frilly ones, called birds of paradise in Zerrikania. But Tamara called them dragons of paradise. She adored them. Damn shame I'll never learn which blooms would please Dea most. Though it's good to know her spirit's free.
Your loss. It must hurt. Bad. But there wasn't anything we could do.
No. Not now. Not anymore. It was too late. That was clear. Should have acted earlier. Taken them all from this damned felon. In this hole. This reesty mire. Nothing could go right here.
Got some information about your family.
You've learned something? Well, let's go inside. It's a bit chilly out. Any news for me?
Your daughter's in Oxenfurt.
What the blazes? She all right? In good health? Safe? Why haven't you brought her back?
Never offered to do that.
How do you know she's safe? You see her at least?
I saw her. We talked. She said I could tell you she's safe.
When will she come home?
And that she's not coming back.
She's not to return. But I've prepared all for her. Her rooms await. I sent away for new pantoblas from Toussaint. How can she not come back?
Sooner you accept this, the better. Face it, you haven't been the best father.
I have not, true. But I'd change, I'd be different. If only she'd return. If only they'd both come back. Maybe all is not yet lost. She's in Oxenfurt, you say? Well, maybe she hasn't left. Maybe she'll hear me out.
You can always try. Wouldn't get my hopes up, though.
I shall try. I must. Life is pointless without her and Anna. I've nothing to lose. Incidentally, what of my Annie? Learned anything?
Nothing yet, but I'm on her trail.
Well, what are you waiting for?
For you to tell me about Ciri, like we agreed.
Fine. A word once given. When Ciri was on the mend, we took her out on a hunt. Thought a bit of galloping would warm up her limbs, gone stiff from so much bed rest. That lass of yours, pure luck in the flesh. To hunt down a wild boar that size, why, worthy of one of King Foltest's feasts, were he still among the living. Ciri, come! Whole haunt should be yours as I see it.
Oh, you done well, lass.
Not bad. Not bad at all. But who goes boar hunting with a sword?
No bow at hand, no spear. My sword was all I had.
Well, you brandished it beautifully. Where'd they teach you that, anyway?
Bueno, aquí tenemos que mentir porque supuestamente Ciri está huyendo.
A little here, a little there.
Not surprising, given you wander the world alone.
Not alone no more. She's in the company now.
That's right. You're a member of the company. We're drinking together, killed a wild boar as a pack, you might say. But we've no notion how you arrived here. A woman in a man's garb, razor on her back. Who exactly are you? You a mercenary?
Algo así.
Let's say I go about my business, and when there's coin to be earned, I don't readily turn it down.
I've always held, with the world how it is today, lasses ought to know how to fend for themselves.
All right, all right. A woman could swing a sword. I've knowed one, but never seen a lady mount anything but a cock proper. All tipsy on horseback. Nothing strange on account they bloody mount them sideways.
Perhaps you'd care to wager?
Think you can outrun me on an horse? Naturally. What's the stake?
Black mare. The one in the stable.
Oh, that won't do it all.
What happened? You get the jitters?
No.
So why not?
The horse is mine.
To race the Baron himself, I'd consider it an honor.
Oh, that'd be a sight to behold.
Would it ever?
Done. But if I win, I take your sword.
Agreed.
I'd not drink any more this night. You'll want your head about you. And we start at daybreak. Day dawns.
Ready?
As ever. First one to the tower.
Man chop!
¿Tienes que hacer de esto?
Silly, don't you embarrass us.
Go on! Kick it!
Show how it's done!
Move it! Move it! Want that horse, don't ya?
Had one just like it! Aha!
You're wind, not woman. Worthy of the best horse. The mare is yours.
Thank you!
What?
Another chance to win.
She screamed like a mad woman. In an instant, all had forgotten the wager. Every man ran to save his skin, even were it to break his neck.
And they make it?
Some, aye. Others were not so fortunate. But what happened then? I must say, Witcher, seen a lot, but nothing like this. Never.
Uh-oh. I know that look.
You're a fast learner. You'll know the rest once you find my wife.
Working on it.
And making piss-poor progress.
They split up. Hadn't considered that possibility before. But don't worry. I'll find Anna too.
Muy bien.
Heard anything about there being witches in Velen?
I pay no heed to peasant babbling. Common folk see witches, wizardry, devils, and who knows what the fuck else every which way they turn.
Muy bien. Vámonos. Y bueno, espero que les haya gustado y nos veremos una siguiente vez. Nos vemos.